It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 7th of August. I'm Michael Groff. Well, if you step outside this morning, you're going to feel the humidity levels are coming up, and that is just a precursor of what is to come over the next 24 to 48 hours as a return to much more active weather and maybe some strong storms comes back to the southwest. But before all that can happen, one more really hot day here in the valley. Let's get out there and talk about it. First of all, yesterday in the valley, we tied a record high, 114 degrees, set back in 1995, the morning low 91. And outside right now here at 6:50 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies in the valley. 91 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points up to 65, relative humidity 41%, wind from the west-northwest at 14, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures across south-central Arizona this morning. Looks like 79, the cool spot near Fountain Hills, but most of us are in the mid-80s to low 90s. The water vapor satellite view, there's an MCS, a mesoscale convective system that is dying out over the central and northern Gulf of California this morning. That has sent a shallow surge of low-level moisture, high humidity into the southwest. In fact, at Imperial, California right now, 90 degrees, the dew point is 79, so it feels like 107. That's the highest dew point I could find anywhere across the continental United States, and it's right here in the greater southwest United States. So who says it's a dry heat, right? Meanwhile, high pressure is building northward, and that's going to turn the flow aloft out of the east later today. The watch warning map at excessive heat warning continues for the valley until 8 p.m. Excessive heat warnings scattered throughout the southwest as well. Excessive heat watches for parts of the northwest around Spokane, Washington. And red flag warnings up there as well as very high fire danger continues, and heat advisories in parts of the northeast. Severe weather outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms around Las Vegas, New Mexico up toward Pueblo, Colorado, with a marginal risk from the eastern Rockies all the way up through the Great Lakes and parts of the northeast. In Arizona, at least a good portion of the state in the green, so a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, although no organized severe weather is anticipated. The tropics in the East Pacific, are they getting active? We've got 3 storms on this map. There you see Ileana, John, and Christy. We're not going to worry about Ileana or Christy. We'll worry about John, though, a Category 1 hurricane, maximum sustained winds 90 miles per hour. Its track will not take it into the southwest states. However, a significant slug of its moisture will get caught up in our monsoon flow and will be impacting our weather here across the southwest in coming days, which we will discuss momentarily. Rainfall for the next 7 days, according to the WPC. Now, they've got around 1/4 of an inch here in the valley, with 2 to 3 inch amounts across parts of far southern and southeast Arizona. Very interesting. We'll get into the details of our weather now as we take a look at the models. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. High pressure continues to build north today. The flow aloft starts to turn easterly. Down at the surface, the humidity that we have this morning, much of that moisture is going to be mixing out as we go through the day today, but it's still going to be kind of sticky out there. Otherwise, mostly sunny this morning, partly cloudy this afternoon, and hot. Highs 110 to 113. Scattered showers and storms will develop over east, central, and southeast Arizona, and they will try to roll toward the south central deserts. Don't think the storms themselves will get in here, but the outflow boundaries, the blowing dust, could come in here later this evening. Although that's not a real high risk, it's something that we will have to look at through the overnight hours. Tonight, partly cloudy, a slight chance that we'll see that dust come through here. Lows mostly in the 80s and low 90s. Now, tomorrow should be an interesting day. Partly sunny skies, temperatures down, highs 104 to 107, humidity levels coming up. But we have several factors that are also in play to make for a particularly active afternoon and evening here across Arizona. First, high pressure continues to slide northward. The flow aloft will turn easterly around 15 to 20 knots. That'll help push showers and storms into the deserts from the eastern mountains. But we also have an inverted trough moving across northern Mexico and our hurricane moving up the west coast of Mexico to help inject more moisture, potentially a Gulf surge northward into the southwest states for increased surface moisture. So when you put it all together, scattered to numerous showers and storms over the mountains, getting into the deserts by tomorrow evening, say between about 6 p.m. and midnight. This is the 3-kilometer NAM at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. It's showing showers and storms moving into the valley at that point. And any one of these storms could be capable of producing strong, damaging straight-line winds, blowing dust, maybe a microburst, locally heavy rain as well. All right, going to Thursday, more of the same. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. Partly sunny, highs 101 to 104. About 100 to 103 on Friday, with partly sunny skies and a continued elevated chance of showers and storms. And really about the same thing on Saturday. We'll be in the monsoon soup for a continued chance of storms. Maybe slightly less coverage of showers and storms on Sunday, but we don't see any real evidence that moisture gets scoured out or pushed out significantly. Maybe just a small downtrend, maybe back to a typical monsoon forecast, not just Sunday, but also Monday. But high temperatures should stay at or maybe even below average. We'll go with around 101 to 104. Let's take you out to a week from today. This is Tuesday the 14th. The GFS is really bullish on active weather next week and precipitation here across the Southwest. This is likely way overdone, but we're going to walk you through it anyway. High pressure over the Great Basin, easterly flow, a substantial inverted trough if this is correct, and so the chance of showers and thunderstorms well above normal here over the Southwest. Same thing for Wednesday the 15th. It's depicting some heavy rain and moisture levels that are way above climatology, even for the monsoon, showing precipitable water values well over 2 inches and substantial atmospheric dynamics to produce widespread shower and thunderstorm activity here over the Southwest. And same thing for the end of the forecast period. This is Thursday the 16th. And if this is right, again, we can expect another round of heavy showers and thunderstorms in here. Again, way out there toward 8 to 10 days. Not going to put a lot of stock in this, but the trend on the ensembles as well is to suggest that active weather will continue into the middle part of next week. Just going to go ahead and show you this map. This is the amount of rain that the GFS thinks we're going to get over the next 10 days, what we call the QPF, or Quantitative Precipitation Forecast. This is not an official forecast. Keep that in mind. We just discussed model data here, but boy, if this verifies, it's got around 3 inches of rain, not only here in the valley, but a widespread amount of 2 to 3 inch totals or more across much of Arizona and the desert Southwest. Obviously, this is probably overdone, but you know that there's going to be some isolated spots that certainly see this kind of rain. Probably not here in the valley, but not impossible. Just showing you this because, hey, that's what I do here. All right, let's take a look at the numbers coming off of the GFS ensemble through the period. And again, the ensemble data certainly suggests somewhat cooler temperatures and more active weather by the middle part of next week. In fact, it's got highs going under the century mark about that time. So certainly it's something that bears watching. We'll keep you updated on it. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there, and you guys have yourselves a fantastic Tuesday.